Your silence is actually acting as a mirror for your kingdom spouse, and that silence is louder than words at this point. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber to the channel, click on the subscribe button. Everything you need to know is down below in our description box. We would love to connect with you. And thank you for all of my new subscribers that have been writing down in the comment section under these daily bread videos. I love reading the comments. I love reading the testimonies and the breakthrough that these words are providing for you guys. Another way to get connected is by going in the description box and heading over to keywinassist.com. This is where you can sign up for that life coaching, one-on-one coaching call with myself. We talk about your brand. We talk about your life. We talk about your marriage. I mean, pretty much anything you want to talk about. You just need to book the call. Maybe you should just start with a 15-minute strategy call. We also have our EXP Masterclass. This is our Esther's Prep, where our outsides are matching our insides. November 8th is when everything that we've learned is going to come together. But we're going to add a little more into there. We're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to make sure that skincare blueprint is still working in your life. We're going to talk about finance. We're going to talk about wealth. We're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about all of these things. So I really would love for you guys to be there. So join us November 8th, keywinassist.com under services. And we have one of my favorite things that we have going out that I've been pushing, and I'll let you guys know in a month in advance. So if you got more than enough time to prepare to be there. But our New Year's prep party, this is where we're going to prepare for the New Year's, and we're putting our boots on the ground. So I want you to come in your cowgirl hat, cowboy hat, boots on the ground, cowboy boots. We're going to have an amazing time. So hope to see you guys there. Now I'm going to go into 2026. Walking around aimlessly here at Prophetic Diary. If you're in the same place this time next year, you can't blame anyone but yourself, right? You have to start someday, and today has to be that day. I have a word for you. And the Lord gave it to me, and I was just like, God, Lord, this is so on time. But the power of your silence is helping your king rebuild himself, rebuild his life. That silence. Because silence says everything sometimes. And this isn't a season, as we know, of proving our point and trying to get them to understand when they have decided that they don't want to find understanding. And the reason they don't want to find understanding is because they still want to control the narrative. They want to continue with their gaslighting so that they don't have to be vulnerable, so that they don't have to open up, so that they could just continue hiding their feelings and not showing you the love that you deserve because they're afraid to show the love that you deserve because they're afraid to get hurt. So this is where your peace becomes the loudest sermon to them that you'll ever preach. And they're realizing. And it's heavy. They're realizing it's really heavy for them because without your emotions to feed off of, and with your reassurance and your insecurity screaming so loud, they're left with the truth. Their own reflection. They're not getting the comfort out of the chaos. Oh, they can't say you're always tripping. Oh, you're applying too much pressure. You're too emotional. You're too needy. They can't say those things anymore. Because that's what kept you guys distracted. That's what kept the relationship distracted. You always showing up. You always being there. You always being the one that's carrying most of the weight. So when you go quiet, they have to sit there with themselves. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not making time for this anymore. It's too chaotic. I have to choose peace. And that's when your value begins to go up. So when he come back this time, he has to be organic about everything. And not because he misses your attention, but because he's done the work. Not because he miss hanging out with you or whatever, or the feelings, but because he's actually done the work. Because the peace that you showed him that you have in yourself has made him realize that she's not going to always be around. And she is strong enough to walk away. And he's like, okay, well, I want to continue to manipulate the situation so that I can feel like command and puff out my chest, but it's not going to work anymore with her. She's not willing to carry the emotional weight by herself. She's making me grow up. She's making me do my part. So this is a beautiful thing for you. This is a beautiful thing because you have found that no matter how much I talk, no matter how much I scream, it's only making him feel like he's the man and that he can continue on his ways because I'll always be there. But when you stop talking, he's left with this wandering of, did she find someone else? Has she moved on? Is she always going to be there? Does she really care? And you don't care at this point because you're like, I don't want that chaos in my life. And I realize that I can't fix you and you have to go fix yourself, which ultimately is going to help fix this relationship because it will be more balanced. And I talked about balance in my live yesterday. And that's what you're seeking in your life. You're looking for balance in all areas of your life. And putting up these boundaries and just stepping back and out of self-love is when you'll see the change, is when they have to go. They're like, wow, I used to go silent on her and now she's going silent on me. And now I see, I really don't like it. I used to disappear on her and now it feels like she's disappeared and I don't like it. And they're like, they don't like it and they don't like the feeling of it. And also when they come back, they know now that you will definitely disappear again and go silent again if it gets imbalanced again. So this is really, really causing them and challenging them to be the best versions of themselves, the version of themselves that God wants them to be. And your silence is doing that. So it's not in vain. It's actually getting folks together around you. And I'm happy for this. And I know that this word is confirmed and blessed many of you. If you feel led to sow into that, go ahead and do that. Sign up for that one-on-one coaching call. I would love to talk to you. And for my new subscribers, I would love to get to know you. Talk soon.